All right, Shalom. Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Baharach HaKodash. I would like to give double honors to my elders and apostles, a great millstone that do well. And I would like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect in 1/3, and Lord's will this lesson be edifying and exhorting to the sincere sheep of Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Baharach HaKodash. Just give me a second. I want to make sure the audio and video is good before I start this lesson. Just give me a second. Make sure the audio. All right, so we are live. The Wadi Abashimel Shai. All right, bear with me. Bear with me. This flesh has been a hindrance for the past couple of days, but call Allah Yabashimel Shai and the Wadi Abashimel Shai for putting on my spirit and give me the inspiration to do this lesson. And as the title reads, a double F on the FJs. All right. And, speaking in code, speaking in parable. Okay. I came across this article of it's prophecy, but it's an unrighteous decree. Okay. But you just had, the king of Babylon just signed a unrighteous decree, which pretty much what Esau has been doing as of late. Matter of fact, let's start with Matthew 24. What Esau's been doing as of late to counteract the gospel, okay, to counteract the gospel being preached, Esau is signing unrighteous decrees to stop the gospel, but ultimately he's fulfilling prophecy, okay, because a famine of the word is coming. Now, check this out. It's the verse of the day. I'm going to go to Matthew 24, but look at the verse of the day. All right, let me hold that right there, actually, just so I don't forget. All right, look, it says John 14:27, peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you, not as the world giveth, right? This world doesn't give us peace. When you waking up to who you are, okay, who you are in the spirit, who you are as a nation, which is found, biblically through the spirit. All right, we have found peace through Yahweh Shemel Shai when this world gives us nothing but turmoil, headache, accusations, slander. This world doesn't give us peace, and you're getting ready to see in these last days as this gospel, all right, has gone out, the countermeasures that Esau, okay, is going to do to try to stop the good news, all right, is going to come to a form of persecution, because it's going to come to the point of a blame game. All right. This is why it says in Revelations, they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and their testimony. All right. And what he's going to do is he's going to try to defamate your character as a witness. Okay. To make your credibility not valid. Anybody that's familiar with court, when you don't have a credible witness, the case gets thrown out real quick. This is the first lesson I was able to do in about 2 days. So, hey, we're in no rush. Let's put a uncredible. Is it credible? Credible. Excuse my spelling. Incredible witness. No, a uncredible witness. It says, look. What is a uncredible witness? An attorney can show jurors, which the jurors is the people, okay? Esau is the attorney, all right? He's not the judge, but he does control the judging, if you will, down here to a degree. Because remember, Yahushua said, ye have no power, but the power that my Father give you. It says an attorney can show jurors, the public, a witness is not credible by showing inconsistent statements. This is why vocab goes through the routes of, well, you said this and he said that, which ultimately it's discord. Okay, so they're trying to sow discord and say that we're not saying the same thing, or someone said this. And they also have technology. They also have technology where they can make you look like you're saying something that you're not. All right, look, reputation of untrustful. Okay, that's all going back. defects in perception, prior convictions that show dishonesty or untruthfulness. See, false false prophecies. Oh, you said in 2000, blah blah blah. I mean, it's gonna get even heightened, but you can see this tactic play out now with people in the Christian community. Okay, against the truth, and they did this to Yahweh Shai. He said in 3 days. See, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Now, let's go back. John 14:27. It says, "Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid." So ultimately, at the end of the day, with the persecution coming, with the slander, with the bearing false witness, with the accuser of our brethren, we cannot be troubled. We cannot let our hearts be troubled. Neither should we be afraid of the accusations that he's getting ready to present. And I believe, I speak as a fool. Okay, I speak as a fool, but I speak as a man. Just looking at the prophecies that we know that are getting ready to come ahead, and you're seeing Esau's tactic. It looks like he's gonna stage a double F. Okay, a double F. Think about it. Okay, a double F on the FJs. All right, I could see it. Like I say, hey, I speak as a fool, but the way that he's putting everything in measure and all this, oh my God, we need to do this and do that. It's like he's setting the stage so that when something happens, he already has a fall guy. He already has someone he can blame. He's already got the Barclays Center situation and the things of that. So that's why, you sit back and you say, is he going to stage a double F on the FJs? This is Matthew 24 and 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. So what is Esau doing now? Okay. What is Esau doing now to combat you see? I'm just gonna highlight that and move off. See it? They're establishing a task force, man. All right, I'm just, hey, look it up. Okay, look, he's signing unrighteous decrees because the gospel is being preached. Let me get that, Isaiah 10, which leads you to what? That leads to persecution, because he's signing unrighteous decrees because one, in the good old Babylon the Great, you have rights of freedom of speech, which I humbly believe a lot of those rights, they benefited the prophets more than Esau Edom. Because, and another thing, just like even though civil rights on the left-hand side was completely wicked, you got to understand Jake was picking cotton till the 1960s. It started slowing down 1936. It didn't end until 1960. You had the civil rights in 1965, and then the fulfillment of Elijah through Abba Bivens in 1969. That's 4 years after civil rights, 9 years after Jake was picking cotton. So a lot of the things that Esau has passed revolved around our ministry today. The freedom of speech, having the rights to be able to exercise those rights as well. But look at what we're doing with those rights, but using the Bible with those rights. And now how's he counteracting it? Isaiah 10 and 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. Now this is unrighteous. Why? Well, one can go the route of your civil rights, but another could go the route of, well, you're ultimately going to be bearing false witness and you're being an accuser. Okay? You're being an accuser to those that are bearing the good news. You're being an accuser to those that are prophesizing your downfall. So what would one do? Okay, let me tell you like this. If Yahushai was on the scene right now and he said, look, the temple is going to fall in 3 days, which he was talking about himself, Esau would go and blow it up, do that to the temple, and then blame Yahushai when he was talking about his body. You see? Just like now, we're telling you that the Lord's going to do this, so he's going to say, no, you did it. You did that to us. Double F on the FJs. Is it far-fetched? No. Someone call 911. You know the date. Okay? Hey, you from the Boston Tea Party to the Boston Mat. Come on. When you kind of just, when you just need, you kind of, Boston Tea Party, that was a fault. That was a double F. That was a double F. And I pray you brothers and you few sisters know what I mean when I say that. Okay? But this is all going to lead to what? The famine of the word. But that famine of the word is going to come through what? Persecution. And see, ultimately, lessons like these, we don't make such snazzy thumbnails or titles because it's only for the sincere. Okay? We're not here for sensationalism. We're not here for 150,000 views. Hey, we're just here to do the work. This is 1 Corinthians 14:22. It's just on my spirit to read this. It says, wherefore tongues are for a sign, not to them that believe, but to them that believe not. But prophesying serveth not for them that believe not, but for them which believe. So this is just for you sincere, servants of Yahweh Shem Shai in truth and sincerity, okay, that believe, that understand what? The least of the flock is going to draw Babylon out. Babylon is going to be ultimately taken down in the third woe, but there's going to be things that happen in between that, okay? And in these last days, Esau, Amalek are going to be major key players, just like Persia, Magog, okay? Moab. There's key players in this last thing. Gold, technology, Jake. There's a lot of key players in these last days, ain't Japhet? Okay? So with him, all right, creating these unrighteous decrees and putting this boogeyman. He's creating a boogeyman, okay? He's got his lesser luminaries that have been doing research for years and compiling evidence so that that when the deal goes down, it's like, look at me here. Look, here's all this evidence. Here's all these past prior events. Here's these videos. So all you need now is what? You need the double F to take place. And then look, we have a guy. We have someone that's saying it. We got someone that said it. And here's their group. Boom, got you. But ultimately, it's going to be the famine of the word. So he's gonna bear false witness. He's gonna bear false witness. I humbly believe that he's gonna set up a double F on the FJs and blame it on Jake. That's just my personal opinion. Personally. Now, real quick, let's get Matthews. Matter of fact, let's go to Matthews now. Actually, for edification's sake, we have to get that. Accuser thy brother. We cannot actually skip over that. And in these last days, there's going to be certain precepts that you brothers and sisters are aware of, okay, that we have to read for edification's sake. You can't talk about, you can't talk about 1 + 1 without 1, even though the answer is 2. You still got to mention 1. Real quick, this is Revelations 12, and we can start up. And actually, let's start up for the edification of the body to comfort you, because there's a spirit that comes with being lied upon, being accused, being slandered. There's a spirit, I've experienced it, where you get a little upset. You may want to react and say no, but I remember years ago, this Jake told me I was a little badass in school. I was a badass, man. I had no, I was always in school suspension, always cutting up. And I was in school suspension, and I had did something, and someone told on me, and they told the Jake teacher, and immediately I said, I ain't do that. Why you lying on me? And he looked at me. He ain't yell at me. He ain't do nothing. He said, if you didn't do it, you got nothing to worry about. And that always sat with me. And that's scriptural. Who can lay charge to the Lord's elect? Because that's ultimately what it's going to come down to. Where in Nahum, the Lord knows who trusts in him. So at the end of the day, you're going to have to trust in Yahweh Shem Shai with Esau's accusation. Listen, let me tell you, I watch Esau. Esau is presumptuous and accusatory, okay? I watched a video of the one Jake Big Baller brand, and it was the famous video where he told the Shedemite, stay in your lane. And then all he told her was, he said, look, man, that's not for me. Something will come to you. And she said, all he said was, something's going to come to you. And she presumed it to be a threat. So she replies, are you threatening me? That's what Esau does. He replaces your words with a accusatory action. And now you look like, I think they call that like a loaded question. I believe Elder Malcolm was going into it. I got to rewatch the video. But pretty much when he does that tactic, it puts you, it puts you on Front Street. So now if you don't answer this question or deny it, now you threaten them. That, I'm telling you, man, this guy is a witch. He is a master at witchcraft with his words. Do not let him bewitch you with his slanderous, sly, cunning words. Because remember, the scriptures say, the tongue breaketh bones, but we got something better than the tongue. We got the words that pierce through the marrow, through the marrow. You see, no sharper than any two-edged sword. We got the sword while he got the lying tongue. So who's going to come out on top at the end of the day? The Lord's sword, not man's tongue. It says his tongue shall fall out his mouth. His lying words is going to come to a stop soon. It tells you that in Zechariah, But this is Rev 12 and 9. It says, and the great dragon, which ultimately the dragon being the Roman Empire, and you have Rome 2.0, okay, and the same rulers of Rome, the Western pagan Rome, might I add. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent, that same old conniving spirit, okay, that was set up to usher in the fall, okay? It was all, this creature was subject to vanity. That old serpent, the antagonist, that old antagonist, that's a title right there, that old antagonist called the devil and Satan, Esau, Edom, okay? Surprised they had Lucifer in there. It says, which deceiveth the whole world. See, going back, I'm going to establish this. Let me click out of it quick. I don't want them to see it. Go look up what Biden just passed pertaining to Amalek, okay? Is he going to plan a double F on the FJs and blame us? Well, we are dealing with the accuser of our brethren, How's he going to bring in the persecution? How is he going to be allowed to persecute religious men, You know what I mean? I'm saying it as in the world sense, When you go further in the word religion, it's not as bad as people think. But thinking it like that, how is he going to persecute men that are spiritual? How's he going to persecute men that are practicing being spiritual and serving their God and prophesying and talking about the future and what their God and their Savior is going to do? How is he going to be allowed to come against that and the public be okay with it? He's going to do something that makes the public side with him so that they don't have any sympathy for us. Excuse me. And it says, which deceiveth the world. He's been deceiving the world, and he's getting ready to deceive you yet again. And he's attempting deception right now. This is why videos like this are going out to counteract it. Yeah, that's going to lead to the fame of the word, but understand that he's going to add some persecution in there to hinder the word as well. Look at it even now. Videos got to be titled different, okay? Videos got to be titled different. Things got to be worded differently, all right? And look, this dude is a demon right here, all right? May Yahweh Shemel Shai protect us from wickedness and evilness. This is a demon, all right? So we're going to get him right out of there. We're at church. We don't need no bug outs while we're at church, okay? Anyways, back to my initial point. See, this is why in these last days we need the protection of Yahweh Shemel Shai over our mind, our body, and our spirit. Because we're surrounded by all sides. We're surrounded by Esau, the nations, and the wicked portions of our people in the midst. Okay, so let's continue on. And it says, deceiveth the whole world. He's getting ready to deceive the world and make us look like bad guys. Okay, he was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. This is talking about after the third war, right? In the midst of what's going to end the third war. Let me put it like that. Excuse me. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now has come salvation. Now has come salvation and strength in the kingdom of our God, all right? And the power of his anointed, for the accuser of our brethren is cast down. See? Excuse me. See? The accuser of our brethren. That's what he's doing. He's already accusing you right now. Why you got to set up a task force, bro? For speech. If he's setting up these forces, all right, for speech. If he's setting up forces for speech, come on. What do you think, you know? And it says, which accuse them before our God day and night. He's accusing us. Okay. Look up what Biden just did for Amalek. He's accusing us. So you wonder, is there going to be a double F on the FJs? And they overcame him. This is the point. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb. Look, no matter what, they overcome the accuser. You know, I pray and hope with faith that I will be a part of that number. But look, either way, there will be a number that overcame by the blood of Yahushua and the testimony, this truth. And by the word of their testimony, the testimony he's trying to stop. The testimony is what he doesn't want the world to know. He doesn't want y'all to hear our testimony. He doesn't want the world to hear what we got to say about what he's doing. So he's sending up task force to stop it. You know? Hey, the videos about the average Edomite in America, those videos stay up online. But there's certain Edomites that you talk about that get taken down. He don't want that testimony. See? And they love not their lives unto death. See? And we're getting ready to enter a time where they're going to persecute us for his accusations, for his lies. He's going to have task force. Okay? This is Matthew 5 and 10. It says, blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, being persecuted for teaching, for reading the scriptures, for being in the spirit of prophesying, to say what's going to happen to the nations and the powers that be. We're going to be persecuted for that. And when you're persecuted for preaching and prophesying, what's that going to lead to? Amos 8 and 11, behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that ultimately it's the Lord. Okay? Because look, the Lord can use Esau to do certain things for you in your life, man. All right? The Lord could do certain things to maneuver you in life. Let me see what time am I okay, 22 minutes. Oh, we're making good time. Well, I got a quick point to make with y'all. Let me go here. Now, the city, let me tell y'all something heavy, man. And the Spirit revealed this to me. The city that I'm in right now, preaching, when I was in the world about 7 years ago, just before I came into the truth, I had took a trip out to this city. And I took like a little party for the weekend. And we did everything right. You know, we paid for the lot, did all that, the camp, beach, there's whatever. And the Spirit had it to where Esau came and kicked us out the next morning. He kicked us out, even though we had our receipts, we had everything that we needed. He like the Lord, to me, I look at it now as the Lord was getting me out of this city because he's like, no, I'm going to be the reason why you come here. See? The Lord is saying, no, I'm the reason why there's going to be a famine of the word. So he can use Esau for reasons, okay? You might not get it at sometimes. The Lord could make an Edomite be a demon to you to say, your ass leave work because you ain't get the message the first time. So the Lord is using Esau to bring the famine, okay? The Lord uses Esau too. Remember, he's his sword. It says that, what does a sword do? Cut. He's going to cut the feed, cut the channels, cut the cord. So he's being used right now, okay, to initiate the prophecy of the famine coming, but he's unrighteous. He's left hand. So he's going to bring it in on the left hand side, but it all is conducive with the measure of prophecy, okay? Because the way Esau's bringing in the prophecy of the famine of the word through the Lord is going to lead to us being blessed for being persecuted for teaching the word. You see? It says, I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor thirst for water, which that's as well, but of hearing the words of the Lord. And why? Why? It says, for hearing the words of the Lord, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from north even to the east, and they shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. Who's that could be? Jake. The Lord is cutting the word off, so Jake can't get it no more. Okay? The gospel's been preached, and then the end shall come. So everything is falling in line. But what we're witnessing in these last days is how is it going to be fulfilled? Meaning, yes, a famine's coming. Yes, a persecution is coming. But what is going to be the event or events that take place that ultimately lead to this? And like I say, just in my humble opinion, I speak as a fool, I could see Esau staging a double F on the FJs. He's done it many times. He's done double Fs many times. Okay, just put it together. Okay, 911. Put it together. Think of the date. Now going back, Matthew 5:10. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake. Well, all I'm doing, hold the Bible. Shut up. These Babylonian Edomites. It says, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. You got to remember this. They that overcame by the blood of the Lamb. Do not forget, okay, the end all be all of these prophecies of persecution. The kingdom is coming, okay? So we can't forget that in the midst of this. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you. You hate it. You hate it. You hate my little brother. Because all these people are wicked. All these people, what is it? Real quick. 1 John 5:19. Really fast. Because see, I don't want to make this too long. Making my points. What's that? 1 John 5:19. It says, and we know that we are of the Most High, and the whole world lieth in wickedness. So you damn right these people go jump on board with Esau, talking about you should be judged by a jury of your peers. These ain't our peers. These people are demons. They're all deceived by Esau's deception. And then they hear what we think and how we talk and what we believe, just like we have a shine. They're not going to understand. They're going to want to see us fry. And it says, blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. Rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. See? So ultimately, at the end of the day, man, Yahweh Shem Shai has us, okay? Yahweh Shem Shai is in control, all right? And this is all the doings of Yahweh Shem Shai, and we're just witnessing the different measures that he's taking to fulfill his prophecies, and Esau is a part of that measure. Esau is still the Lord's sword right now, so he's going to be used to do certain things, you see? So now we're just looking at the tactics he's going to go. And that's why I just titled it, the way I did. Hey, I speak as a man, but it makes you things that make you say, he's done it in the past. So could he be setting the stage right now, to do a double F on the FJs and blame the real ones? I could see that. But also know that the Amalek, the least of the flock, will draw him out ultimately. So he's going to have bigger issues. Persecuting us will be small to the problems that he's going to have globally. Remember, it's also the third woe. So, he's going to have a lot to deal with. So don't get caught up in the persecution and, don't isolate yourself in the midst of prophecy. Understand all these things need to take place. But at the end of the day, who can lay charge to the Lord's elect? All right. And salvation is coming. Okay. This is just the necessary matters that have to take place. Yahweh Shai, they bear false witness, Yahweh Shai, before, his fulfillment of prophecy. So, Lord's will, you brothers and few sisters were edified and exhorted through the Spirit, as I was, and I like to say, call halal, Yahweh Bashem El Shai, Bashem Rachakodash, double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone that do well. With that being said, shalom.